Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whoever you are and wherever you are. My name is organMike. I'm happy to be back with Breaking the Habit charity to run Ultima IV Quest, the Avatar Any Percent. It is my first time doing an Any Percent run for a marathon. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge that where I stand, where I live, work, and play is Treaty 1 territory, the traditional homeland of the Anishinaabe and Iniwak, Anish-Ininu, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and the heart of the Red River Métis Nation, and to acknowledge that the great damage that has been done to these people through colonialism and its legacy, and the hope that in some small way my work here goes in some way to repair the damage done. So, anyway, Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar. My favorite of the Ultima games, one of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite games to run. I run like 7 different categories of this thing. I enjoy it thoroughly. It is a free game. You can find it for free on GOG.com. It's been free since the 90s. It came out in 1985, meaning it is slightly younger than I am, but not by much. Anyway, let's get this thing going. Yeah, it's free. Yes, you go to GOG.com, you look up Ultima 4, and it is free. It's been free for a long time. We're going to initiate a new game, and I think we can call this particular character BTH_C. And chat, do you have a preference for character gender? While you're letting me know what that will be. Unfortunately, male or female are the only options. I will be explaining the Any Percent run. So normally what I've run in the past is no major glitches. As might imply from that, the Any Percent run does in fact include a major glitch. We're going to be using it several times. So I'll explain it more when we get to it, but we're going to be erasing walls. It makes the routing that much more interesting. So, female it is. Thank you, chat. Here we go. Timer will begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's roll. All right. So first thing, we get this scene, lovely scene presented to us. We go out for a walk because we hate the modern world. We sit down beneath a tree. A portal opens up. Something comes out of it. It's 2 books wrapped in a cloth map and a metal ankh. You decide to peruse the history. Settling back under the willow tree, you open the book. You read the book of history, and my favorite slide in any introduction to any video game, no, really, read the book of history. Because even in 1985, we didn't read instruction manuals. Anyway, you read the book of history, you go down to the Ren Fair that's over the hill, you walk through the Ren Fair in a daze, they see the ankh that you've picked up and put around your chest, and you find a traveler's wagon in the back. There's an old traveler there in a small curtained room, and she starts reading your cards. She's going to ask me about 8 virtues. These are the 8 virtues of the Avatar, and I have to pick which I'm going to pick, so I'm going to take compassion here. I'm not even reading the questions, I'm picking them based on what's best for the game. The character we're picking is a mage, which means we have to pick honesty every time it comes up. Valor is the better option there. This is a single elimination round competition. Everything we don't choose is eliminated from consideration. Spirituality this time. And we'll get honesty and humility. So she's now thrown out the 4 cards we didn't pick. She's going to mix up the other 4 cards and present them to us again. And the same thing will go until we're down to 1 card. Honesty this time and spirituality. We have to take honesty. This will give us compassion and valor, and we'll take valor. And these determine our starting stats, as well as our starting registration in the virtues. The virtues are 8 karma meters, essentially, that have to all be maxed out by the end of the game. So here we go. We're getting to this world now. We go right over here to this town, enter it as the town of Moonglow. This is the town of honesty. So we're going to search here, find the rune of honesty, and we're going to steal the money. Stealing the money is not an honest act. It, in fact, lowers our virtues in honesty, justice, and honor. Yeah, but we still do it. We're also going to lower them a little more by coming over here to the herbalist. Everyone who sells magical herbs in the realm of Britannia at this time is blind. So we're going to purchase 99 sulfur ash, and she will tell us the price. 198 gold pieces. They're also very good at math. And she'll just hold out a box for us, and all she hears is the clink of money going into it. She doesn't care how much money actually goes in. This is not a virtuous act. But that's okay. I mean, game-wise, it's okay. It's actually, like, really bad. Don't ever do this in real life. But we're speedrunning here. Now, in order to cast spells in Ultima 4, we have to mix them first. So there's 26 spells, one for each letter of the alphabet. We're going to mix a few blink spells very quickly. We're going to mix a few cure spells. I'm just mixing the emergency pack right now. We'll mix more of them later. Some heals and some fireballs. And we're going to just move right on. We're going to mix more later. We're going to get more reagents later. We're going to cheat more blind women later. Okay, we're coming out of the town. We're going north from here. We're going to blink north twice. And then we're going to come over here. I'm just going to check my magic points quickly. Blink north twice. And head over here. Magic points regenerate at a rate of 1 point per turn. Every step I take, I get a point back. This is the town of Vesper, or village of Vesper. There is an important gaming distinction between villages and towns. I'm not going to get into it, but it's there. We're here going to purchase a sling. We need one of those. And we're going to purchase some flaming oil. We're going to ready the sling because it doesn't do us any good sitting in the inventory. We're going to come over to the guild shop. We're going to purchase 3 sets of magic gems and 2 sets of keys. And we're going to step in here. We're going to steal the treasury of the town of Vesper. It's just sitting there. That guard is there specifically to guard the treasury and just ignores us as we pick it all up. We're going to come out of the town of Vesper. We're going to head over here, blink this way. So that's what the blink spell does. It moves us a distance in a direction. And now these moons at the top of the screen, you're going to see the 2 moon symbols are going to change. While I type bed, 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 bed over and over again. They move in real time, about 3 seconds, except that I'm delaying it by actually doing stuff. This gives me a chance to actually do stuff while the moons are changing. While I mix all the spells I'm going to need for, well, the first set of spells I'm going to need for the game. I'm going to mix more after because I'm going to get more reagents. And the spot we're standing on is a little spot of swamp. So we'll get poisoned standing here. We're mixing a bunch of energy field spells. That's going to be key to our major glitch that we're doing. Q. Some of these spells are really hard to type. Exit. Need 4 of those. Heals, please. And before you ask, yes, I do know what all the spells are and what they do, and I've known it for a long time. I've been playing this game, well, for over 30 years. From back on the Commodore 64. That's when I first ran into it. My father had it. And never beat this one, actually. He and his best friend played it for hundreds of hours and never actually beat it. Got very close, got to the end, but failed to complete one of the major quests, which is you have to have a full party. You have to have 8 characters in your party or you cannot beat the game. And they could not find the 8th character to recruit. So they got to the very end of the game and it said, "No, sorry, you're not you haven't properly demonstrated leadership, so we're going to kick you out." Anyway, we're going to search for some mandrake root here. We can only find mandrake root every time a new 16th step comes around. And both moons at the top have to be in the new moon phase. I'm going to leave that treasure chest behind. Unlike me, I know. But we're going to leave it there. There's a reason for that, too. How much mandrake did I get? 25. That should be plenty. We're going to mix some gate travel spells. Mandrake is useful for extremely powerful spells. Gate travel and tremor are the ones we're going to use. Tremor is an all attack. We will be needing that. Okay, I'm just trying to remember to take note of what I don't have. When we're standing here, we're waiting for the moons to change again. The moons also operate what are called the moon gates, which are the fast travel system of the game. So when the first moon is full, the moon gate will open, and when the second moon is just past full, we'll be teleporting, we'll be using that moon gate. So the first moon determines which moon gate opens up, the second moon determines where it goes. We're going to blink up from there, and blink up from here. We're going to get some more mandrake, because there's more hidden right here. Do I need anything else? Wind changes, but I don't have any more so we'll mix some more cure poison spells.
May I cut in really quickly?
Absolutely.
All right. We have a $60 donation from Reclesis. That says, "Thank you so much to the Breaking the Habit team for having me. Here's $10 for each extra encounter / soft reset from my run." Thank you, Reclesis.
Awesome. Good job. You might notice that beside my character, it's 115p. 115 is the hit points. P means poison. So every time I take an action, I'm going to lose 2 hit points. I am not going to Death Warp here, so we'll cure that poison. All right, this is the village of Pause. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to purchase a horse. When we yell giddy up, the horse now moves 2 steps every time I input a command. This can be very helpful. It's very helpful for getting away from monsters and avoiding random encounters. We are once more going to purchase our way to a full stock of reagents, except for garlic. We're going to mix some more blink spells. If you like to type with me, you can type bed, 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 bed in chat. Because blink takes blood moss and spider's silk, which are E and D. And so all I'm doing is typing BED in a spacebar over and over and over again. Feel free to join in. Heal is H, D, and B. I guess. We're going to mix some up spells. Up moves us up a floor in the dungeon, but they didn't have any good letters left. So up is Y and down is Z. I am Canadian, I say Z. So we yeet ourselves upward and down afterwards. Anything else we need to mix while we're here? Wind changes. Wind change is one I absolutely hate to type. It's just a terrible spot. Try it sometime. Repeatedly type WEA and enter. It's really annoying. We'll get a lot of those so that we can use the balloon and the boat. Alternate forms of transport. Make sure I've got everything I need. Some sleep spells just in case. All right, now we're going to fix our honesty. So again, we're going to refill our... There's our coffers full again. Now, to fix honesty, we've got these 8 virtues. Honesty, justice, and honor are 3 of them, and we've ruined them by cheating the blind woman. We can fix it. We're going to buy garlic, 1 bulb of garlic at 2. And hey, look, we paid the proper price. We didn't cheat the blind woman. There's some points of honesty. We're just going to keep doing that. I very conveniently had 50 bulbs of garlic. So as I'm doing this, I'm looking for my garlic to hit 99, because that'll be 49 purchases. I generally can't talk while I'm doing this because it throws off my rhythm. Ah. Shoot. She knows if you don't pay anything. But if you put anything in there, she doesn't know what you put in. And there, if I look at this collection of numbers that are kind of a hidden dev secret, that shows me my status in all 8 virtues in pairs of numbers. So the first one is 99. That's my honesty. That's what I want to be there. And before we leave here, we need to get one last thing, which I forgot to do in one of my D-Rust runs last week, and I'm not forgetting it again. There's the Rune of Humility hiding right there. All right, we need to now go and get the Silver Horn. Of course, right? Makes perfect sense. Come on, horse. All right. So we get slow progress sometimes. Blink south again. Here's a silver horn. We'll need that later. We come over here, and we leave the horse outside the dungeon, because we can't take a horse into a dungeon, obviously. We're going to descend down to level 2, and then we're just going to cast this down spell till we hit level 7. We're going to peer at a gem, which shows us where we ended up in the world. Now, I'm going to explain the major glitch we're going to be doing. So I'm going to light up the dungeon here for a moment. We're going to walk up to this wall. There is a spell called Energy Field. It's spell E. It creates an energy field of one of 4 types: fire, poison, sleep, or electricity. Now, the way it's supposed to work in a dungeon, it should create an energy field in an empty square. So when you cast a spell, and when I hit the button for E, it then checked, do you have any energy field spells mixed? You do! Great! The next thing it's going to check is, do you have enough magic points to cast a spell? You do! Great! So if you don't have anything mixed, it cancels out of the spell. It says none mixed. If you don't have enough magic points, it says no magic points. No, and cuts and cancels out of the spell. Still uses a mix if you have one. And then it's supposed to check to make sure that the space in front of me is empty when I cast the spell. And if it's not empty, it fills the space with an energy field, casts the spell properly, fills the spot with an energy field, and hey, good, it's done. If the space is filled, it's supposed to say failed, and then remove and then not complete the spell. It says failed, but it then completes the spell anyway and erases whatever was in that spot. So this is where we get this red stone. We're going to cast its down again. What a nice landing we had there. We're going to cast a little quickness spell. Oh, MP too low. We're going to cast a little quickness spell. We're going to go out the door over here. The altar rooms that we see here connect the different dungeons together. So we're into the dungeon Covetous now. We're going to cast Yup. Come up here. That is a Reaper. I hate Reapers. So where am I? Okay, good. I know where I am. I don't need to deal with that Reaper. I can just find the orange stone there. And we're going to cast these down spell. And I landed here, and I happen to know that from this spot, I can cast that energy field spell I've been talking so much about. Put a hole in the wall, walk through, and go here. The Altar Room of Courage. I can even back out into a completely different dungeon because I entered from the wrong side. I also didn't want to go to Courage. I wanted to go to Love, but that's okay. I know how these rooms are connected together, which means I can slip through this one here. Get beat up by those. Literally went to the wrong one. So we're going to use a Tremor spell to get rid of those gremlins before they start eating my food. Okay, I'm making a wild mess of this. I want to go down. Not out there. There we go. Hithlov. That's where we want to be. Because we can go over here. This is the Altar Room of Love, where I was trying to get this whole time. So, I'm having a day. I had a very late marathon run last night that started late. It was lots of fun. I had a good time. But then I got very little sleep and I've been working all day. So my apologies if I make a mess of this. We're going to put an energy field right there, walk through the wall. This is a magic ball. When we touch it, it will do 200 damage to us and raise our dexterity by 5 points. This isn't a good thing. We want that dexterity going up. So we're going to wait till we can heal, though, because it will do 200 damage to me regardless of how many hit points I have, which will kill me. And I'm not particularly intent on death warping. There is no game over state in here. You just death warp. You wind up back in Lord British's Cat and Throne Room. We're going through here, and I believe yeah, straight line over to this. There's the different fields right in evident. There's fire fields, sleep fields, poison fields. We're going to head out here. We're going to find another magic ball. All as well. We're going to yeet ourselves up, figure out where we are. We want to go west, south, south. Yeah, Reapers! This is a bad time to be reaped at. Heal. Okay, we're going to wait till healing. Reapers are evil trees. They take up root in the dungeon and then they just like murder passing adventurers. But they're also trees, so I'm going to use a little bit of flaming oil and I'm just going to set them on fire and they just sit there and take it. More Reapers. Now, you might see the screen flash occasionally. It's because they're trying to put me to sleep. The fun thing about being poisoned is you can't be put to sleep. So I'm poisoned and my hit points are ticking down. But that's okay. I can't be put to sleep because I'm poisoned. Right, I am here. I'm sorry, I'm checking a map. We're going to climb up. Oh, we're not going to climb up. We're going to climb up this. There we go. Finish down. So I want to be over here. This is a healing fountain. And we're going to go up from here twice. That is a troll. Game literally trolling me. Tried to get away from you. Oh, that's right. I'm still equipped with the flaming oil. I want the sling back. So you might notice I'm missing a lot. My dexterity is... we're going to pick up some money here while I'm here. Gremlins. If gremlins attack me, they eat my food. You might notice I have a food stat. It's the F beside the G. If my food hits 0, I waste time starving. You lose a fair bit of time from that. So we're going to pick up some more money, make sure I've got over 800. More trolls. So one of the reasons I'm going through Despise here, aside from the fact that I need the colored stone, we find 6 stones in the dungeon, find the other 2 in the overworld. But one of the other things I'm doing here is I'm getting my dexterity up. So when my dexterity crosses 40, when it's 40 or higher, I cannot miss. Literally cannot miss an attack. Oh, what a good landing. This is the spot I need to go through. I also want to heal myself because I don't want to be poisoned. And there's the yellow stone. Okay, we're going to exit. We're going to re-enter here because right here is a healing fountain. Bats. I don't need to fight bats, curiously enough. Blink south. Blink south. Okay. Oh, nope, this is the wrong way. Again, tired, making a mess, forgetting my route. Over here is where I want to go. Blink north to this little spot where we find the white stone. We need all 8 stones. We've got a few of them now. We're going to get the purple stone. It's down. Go east to the wall, south until we run into the wall, east to the wall, south until we run into the wall, and there's the purple stone. Nice little algorithm. All right, now we go to Lord British's castle. I should have over 1,600 experience. This is Chuckles the Jester. Nobody likes Chuckles, so we're going to attack him. We're going to run away then. Just going to punch him and leave. And these are the guards. We're just going to leave. So this is a little manipulation. One of the stats we have to deal with is compassion. And what's happening here, you lose compassion for attacking a non-hostile creature. So when I attacked Chuckles, I lost 5 points of compassion. But every time you run away from a creature that's not hostile, you gain 2 points of compassion and you lose no valor. So this is getting me a ton of compassion for the cost of 5 points of compassion. There's the Rune of Spirituality. We'll need that later. So it cost me 5 points to initiate it, and I gained 2 from running away from each of those guards. These are Sleep Fields. This is Hawkwind the Seer. We don't really need to talk to him for information. What we need to talk to him for is to get our virtues up. So Hawkwind will tell us things like, he'll tell us, like, if we ask him about honesty, you're now an honest soul, go seek elevation, humility, all the various virtues. Path in this progress is uncertain. This is how you would normally check if you didn't have access to this, right? So every time we talk to him, we get 3 points of spirituality, provided a certain number of steps has passed. So what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for those number of steps to have passed. The way the game determines whether or not enough steps has passed is whether the hundreds digit of your step counter has changed. So if the last time you talked to him, you had 800 steps, and the next time you talk to him, you have 870 steps, you don't get the bonus. If you had 899 the first time you talked to him and 901 steps the second time you talked to him, you get the points. What I'm looking for here is my food to tick down. Traveling alone, you use 1 point of food every 100 steps. It gets a little bit screwed up because of the way it handles entering combats and entering locations and things like that. It doesn't quite handle it properly. So my food is actually ticking slightly after the hundreds counter has changed, but that's all right. It's still 100 steps. I'm at 76 spirituality. I need to get it. Where am I going to 89 or higher? So that'd be 79. This is the boring part. So if there's anything at all you'd like to say, by all means.
Sure thing. This has been an awesome run so far. We've got one more run coming up today. We've got Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade by Desert Eagle. So make sure you stick around after this for that. And then we've got a whole bunch of runs tomorrow. So make sure you check the schedule in the link below. And we've also got some polls going on. I don't know if anybody's seen those or not, but we've got one for Sonic Blast. You can play as either Sonic or Knuckles. And the last time I checked, I believe, Sonic is in the lead at $30 with Knuckles at 21. So pretty close race on that one. And then for the finale of the event, we have Illbleed. There is a poll for the good ending or the bad ending. Right now, the bad ending is in the lead at $50 versus $10. So you can put your donations toward those if you want to see either of those two things happen tomorrow.
Sounds awesome. So I went upstairs, and as soon as I climbed the ladder, all was forgiven. Everyone forgot that I punched Chuckles. And I came up here to talk to Lord British. The first time you talk to him, he has a little spiel. Next time I'm going to ask him for level ups, and he gives me level 6, which is great. My dexterity is now over 40. We're all good. On my way in, I've been talking to these guards. I asked them about guarding. Say, you must be a valiant warrior. Art thou the most valiant warrior? No, I'm not the most valiant warrior. I'm a humble but valiant warrior. And that raises your humility. If you say yes, it lowers your humility. Simple enough, I suppose. What's my... Okay, yeah, we're good there. All right, now my level is now level 6. I now have 600 hit points to spend. I come over here. This is the healer, and I don't need healing right now. What I need to do is figure out where I'm at. Okay. So are you in need of help? No, but I'm a charitable person. Are you willing to give 100 points of your blood to help others? Yes. So it takes 100 hit points. You can't do this if you have less than, if I try now, you can't, if you have less than 400 hit points, it won't take blood from you. So are you in need of help? Yes, I am. I need healing. And now that I'm fully healed, I can give blood again. So that's 30 points, 35, and there's 40. And my sacrifice should be at 90. It is. My valor's at 62. That's good. That's the only tough one. We're going to head back. In the back of Lord British's castle is a secret entrance to the dungeon Hithloth. We're going to head that way. We're going to head right down to the bottom. And this time we're going to intentionally go through the altar room of love. We're going to go the right way this time. Literally, we're going to go the right way into wrong. Makes sense. The dungeons are all named after the opposites of the virtues. So the opposite of justice is wrong. We're going to go right through the wall and find the green stone. And we're going to go north through this wall. And I'm glad I got poisoned because there's a Reaper. If the Reaper puts me to sleep, it's just gonna waste me. We're going to head through here. We're going to get a quickness spell going. And we're going to Tremor. And it did kill the ones I wanted it to kill. We need to leave the altar room of truth to the north. This is the dungeon deceit. We're going to yeet ourselves upwards. We're going to wait for our magic points to come up and then yeet ourselves upwards. We're going to land in a bad spot, but that's all right. From that spot, looking at my map, I can head up to here. Going to turn this way. Going to wait till I have enough magic points. Walk through the wall and find the blue stone. And we're going to cure my poison while I'm here. Make sure I've got enough magic points to do what I need to do. Cast the exit spell and blink up here. And this is the Shrine of Honesty. So one of the central conceits of the game is to become partial avatar, we have to raise our virtues as high as possible. Literally to 99 points. And then go and meditate at the shrines. To meditate at the shrine, to get into the shrine, you need the rune. It's the first thing I did was grab the rune of honesty. And then you need the mantra. The mantras never change. So I know what they are. This is the only break I get in these runs. Is this little 30-second breather to recollect and figure out what I need to do next. And what I need to do next is go and get the black stone and the book. We'll get the book on the way down, and we'll go and get the black stone. So we're going to head... This is north of where we came into the game, by the way. I blinked right past this area earlier. This is where I blinked up to, and then... That's a pirate ship. My plans just immediately changed. Okay, can I get you here? Come on, you jerk. Where are you? So, one of the things that we have to do in the game is grind to find a pirate ship. And there's one right there. So come on over here. Come on. Come on, you beggar. Pirates like to sit off the shore and shell you if they can. They have cannons. We're going to sit here. And there he is. Thank you. Okay. Now I have to remember where I put my pirate ship. And this has changed my plans entirely, so we're going to gate travel down to here. This is where we first started. The black stone can only be found when both moons are new. It's not the only thing like that. Magic points are too low. The gate travel spell sucks up 40 magic points. It's expansive. This is the Lyceum. It's one of the 3 castles in the game. This is the Castle of Truth. And there's the Book of Truth, where you would expect to find it, under T in the library. Make sure where I'm okay. Good. I now have. Normally the next step would be a boat grind, but I have a boat. Very happily. So we're going to go from here. So now sailing the ocean, and our saucy ship's a beauty. I need to go. I'm not used to getting a boat here, so I have to figure out where I am in relation to where I would normally get the boat. I got an awesome super early boat when I was derusting this, and it saved literally knocked 4 minutes off my record. That's another one. Where am I? Okay, I'm there. Because if I can get that boat, follow me to shore. There you are. Seeing some extensive boat manipulation. This okay, yeah, you're gonna shell me for a bit. All right, get over here. Oh, come on. This is where we need a boat at the end of the game. So yeah, if I hadn't been, there's another one. Game, you're being very mean to me. It's never like this when I'm doing normal runs. Here I am at a marathon, trying to be a bit demonstrative about the game. Now it's going to shell me a bit. There we go. We're going to switch up. You can see my ship has hit points beside my food. So a fresh ship always has 50. We're going to leave that one to rot. This is what we're looking for, the Bell of Courage. Or one of the things we're looking for. We're going to head south over here. And this is where, what I said earlier, I'm going to have to reload the game. Another ship! What the heck is going on here? Okay, I'm going to reload the game. I just hit quit and save. Reloading the game resets the moons, but I also have to remember to reshare my screen. There we go. And I find the skull of Mondain the Wizard, which can only be found when both moons are new. Have you got me back on stream?
We sure do.
Fantastic. I hope there wasn't too much of an interruption. So there's my fourth boat. I hate ship to ship or ship to anything combat. It's really annoying. So yeah, we wait. Like I have had runs killed. I've had good runs killed because I couldn't get a boat to show up in 10 minutes. Here I got an early boat and it's been like just drip feeding me more and more ships. This is great. I mean, the run is, because I've been goofing around, not going to be fantastic. I need the Wheel of the Cape. But yeah, we're going to just leave that boat right there, which is normally what I do anyway. And we're going to gate travel to phase 2. Now, one of the things we picked up in that little excursion was the skull of Mondain the Wizard. That skull, Mondain the Wizard, was the evil villain of the first game, and his influence is felt through the series. He's a monster. I also need to check and make sure I got all the stones. Good. Yep, got all 8 stones. One of the things we need to come in here is we need to go to these altar rooms. We need to use those colored stones we've been picking up: yellow, white, green, and orange. And we get a third part of the 3-part key. So we're going to go around, cast another quickness spell in the altar room of truth. Blue, white, purple, and green. We get a third part of the 3-part key. We leave out into the dungeon shame. I'm going to cast another quickness. So the Skull of Mondain the Wizard, if we ever use it, destroys all enemies in the area and also wrecks our virtues. It's not a good thing to be doing. So head back out to Hithloth. So there is one actual valuable use for the Skull of Mondain the Wizard. Yes, I'm aware I'm still poisoned. And that is, we're going to throw it into the volcano at the Abyss. So here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Cast Wind Change spell. That's a balloon. It travels in the direction the wind is blowing. Oh, no. MP too low. Shoot. Got it. I have to pass a bunch of turns to get my magic points back so I can cast the Wind Change spell. There we go. Okay, this is the Shrine of Humility. We're going to use the horn. I'm going to use it again because I got a lot of slow progress trying to cross the hills. And enter the Shrine of Humility. Whew, okay. So tossing the skull of Mondane the Wizard into the volcano where the abyss is gives us 10 points to all virtues. It's a nice big boon. Thus, it's worth doing. Even if you screw it up like I did. Boy. I am caffeinating because I'm tired. I've got a nice glass of Coke here beside me. So we're meditating on humility, which went from 90 to 99 because we threw the skull into the abyss on our second pass because I typoed the first time. Here is also where we're going to do our valor grind and experience grind. So the reason I use the silver horn to get here. Partial avatar hood and humility gives us a letter. We're going to heal up. And we're going to wait for that horn effect to dispel. If you try and walk through this area towards the Shrine of Humility without using the silver horn, you get attacked by packs of demons. 8 to a pack, or 8 packs, 8 wandering groups that immediately start fights with you. This is actually real good for like experience grinding and valor grinding. Valor is one virtue that we can't boost any other way but actual combat. Every time we fight an evil creature and win, so non-evil creatures, remember, we're running away from because that boosts compassion. Every time we fight an evil creature and win, there's a 50-50 chance that we will get a point of valor. So, it's a slow grind, but it is a grind. We also need to get to level 8. Because remember I said you cannot beat this game unless you have a full party. And your party size is limited to your level. So I'm currently level 6. I can only have myself and 5 other people in the party. At level 1, you can't have any companions at all. At level 2, you can only have 1 companion. So it goes. If you want to have a full party of 8, you need to be level 8. In order to get to level 8, you need 6,400 experience. And you might notice I'm getting 8 experience every time I kill a demon. And you're sitting there thinking, Mike, my goodness, are you really going to have to kill nearly 100 demons to get to level 8? No. Every rune we pick up is worth 100 experience points for the hero only, not for the rest of the party. Every stone we've picked up has been worth 200, and every one of the big special items we've picked up. So like the skull, the bell, the book, the candle we haven't got yet, but the bell, book, the candle, the skull, the wheel, the horn, those are all worth 400. So there's 8 of those, 8 stones, 8 runes. That's 5,600 points of experience we'll be picking up strictly based on those items. What's really important now, almost as much as the experience, is the there's a Balron. It's going to try and put me to sleep too, so that the screen might flash a bit. Or it's just going to stand there and shoot me. Cool. It's like a mobile Reaper. But they're not found in dungeons. Or they're found in dungeon rooms, but Reapers just grow everywhere. I should check my experience. 44. Yeah, it should be okay. As long as I don't get too many running away. You only get experience when something dies. And when it dies specifically from your attack or your spell. There are a couple good places to grind experience if my Valor gets up there. Oops. I'm also watching the moons at the top of the screen. They do still change when those brief couple frames when I'm not actually in combat. My Valor is 92. We'll do one more. When both moons are full, I need to go to the Shrine of Spirituality. Shrine of Spirituality is only accessible through the moon gates when both moons are full. I'm going to miss it. Looks like we've raised over $1,800. That's awesome.
We have, just
That's
really
fantastic.
quick, we got a $25.23 donation from Desert Eagle, who will be on right after this.
Oh, fantastic.
And their comment was a smiley face.
Aw. So one of the reasons I have to go and pick up the treasure chests is because the game only has space for 24 non-monster entities on the overworld map. If that list gets filled up, it will randomly start deleting them. And it might delete my boat, and I don't want that. My boats, I have 4 of them. It might also delete the balloon. This is the Shrine of Spirituality. We're going to meditate here. Then I'm going to check how my Valor is doing. I want to complete my Valor grind before I start picking up companions. You might have noticed I wasn't fighting a lot of demons. The maximum size of wandering monster groups is twice your party size. I have only 1 character, meaning I can only fight up to 2 monsters in a wandering monster party. If I were, for example, to put 4 characters in my party, I would have up to 8 monsters in a wandering monster party, and so on. If you have a full party of 8, you can get up to 16 monsters, and those fights can get real dangerous. But I don't. So, there's the virtue of spirituality. Where is my Valor sitting? Alt-Z, Control-S. 95, not too bad. Okay, we're going to head down here. We've been here before. This is where we got our Mandrake earlier. We're going to stand on this bridge. When you stand on a bridge, sometimes you get attacked by trolls from under the bridge. The other reason to pick up the treasure chest is not just because it will despawn other entities that are on the map, but also because if you're standing on a treasure chest, the trolls won't show up. A treasure chest will essentially overwrite the properties of whatever square it's sitting on. So if you put one on a swamp, we're at 97 Valor. So 2 more fights and I'll check again. Put one on a swamp, you can't get poisoned walking on it. The exception is if there's somewhere to go, somewhere to enter. If you put a treasure chest over a town, you can still enter the town. I'm at 98 Valor. Did I get there? Yes, good, fantastic. 99 Valor. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to fight this thing. This lone skeleton. I'm going to need that turned on, thank you. I've got a tablet beside me that has my maps on it. Just leave that there. It also means if you've got treasure chests on these hills, you don't get slow progress because it overwrites the properties of the hills. Get me up there, thank you. This is the town of Minok. It's the town of sacrifice and of tinkers. We're going to recruit a tinker here, but we're also going to... Oh, there's Zircon in his forge. Get out of there. I need to get in there. Okay. When I get impatient, I can just attack them and run away. We're going to walk into the forge, and we're going to find the Rune of Sacrifice. And all the guards are going to come after me, as you might expect, because I just attacked the guy what makes the weapons. But we're going to treat this like when I attacked Chuckles and just run away from them. And this will actually push my compassion up to 99, which is where I need it. And beyond, though 99 is the limit. A lot of these exploits work because 99 is an absolute upper limit and 1 is an absolute lower limit. So Julia's going to join me. We're going to get a little bit poisoned here. We're just going to let Julia get poisoned. It's cool. I'll walk over here, blink south, twice, take 2 steps up, check my magic points, blink east twice, and enter into the Shrine of Sacrifice.
May I pop in for a sec?
Absolutely, it's a perfect opportunity.
Heck yeah. So we have a $25.24 donation from Kevin that says, woohoo, let's go.
Let's go indeed. I'm going to go from here to the town of Jalome, which is where we find the Rune of Valor and our fighter character. Oh, chat's saying 2K hype, 2K hype. Can we get there before the end of this run? You think we can get to $2,000 before the end of this run? I'll bet we can. Think virtues, guys. Donate. It's how you get your compassion up.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Gotta make sure I have enough magic points so I'm not wasting my spells. There we go. And this is the town of Jalome. Jalome also has a character that likes to get in my way. His name is Max. That's Max. Get out of my way, Max. Thank you. And this is Jeffrey. He'll join us. He's 6'5". My best friend is also 6'5". We're going to jimmy this lock, going to go through here, and in order to get to the Rune of Valor, we have to dispel these fields. That's Sonora. She also likes to get in my way. Fun fact, because mages are coded as evil characters, if I attack Sonora, I can't run away. I have to beat her. Well, I can run away, but it costs me Valor to do so. Sonora, get out of... Oh, no. Okay, good. No, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on. I can't steal these treasure chests. Quit tempting me. If I were to steal them now, I would lose my 8th in... I've become an 8th part virtue or avatar in honesty. If I were to steal a treasure chest now, I would lose that 8th part avatar hood in honesty, and I would have to go get it again. Everyone's getting in my way today. All right. Blink south. This is the altar, the Shrine of Valor. And if you see between the food and gold indicators, it's slowly building a little picture. It's a little onk picture. When it's complete, then I am 8 parts avatar in all. I'm 8/8 avatar, partial avatar in all the virtues, which means that I can then complete the game, assuming I have a full party and all 8 stones and the 3-part key and all the information I need. All the information I need I've had for a long, long time. I've been playing this game for a while, but yeah, the 3-part key we've already got. We'll be 8 parts avatar. We've got all the stones, and we will have a full party soon enough. As we get the remaining runes. Rah, rah, rah. Off we go. Check my magic points so I'm not wasting gate travel spells. Gate travel to phase 4. And this is the town of Yu. And here is the druid, Jana. Over here, we'll find the jail. There's 2 sets. There's the people in jail for misdemeanors. Those are the beggars down there. And this is the felon. And in the felon's cell, we will find the Rune of Justice. The felon is one more character who can get my way. His name is Vorpal. You can provoke him into attacking you by talking to him repeatedly. Sometimes he attacks you, sometimes he doesn't. We're going to blink east, north, and north. And this is where we find the Shrine of Justice. Come on, a little bit of poison. The reason I want poison is so that those characters don't take up too much of my time in combat. I want them dead, basically. Okay, so from here, we're going to gate travel back to Lord British's castle and to the town of Britain, where we will find Yolo the Bard and the Rune of Compassion. And from there, we will go to the Shrine of Compassion and the village of Cove, where we will find the Candle of Love to go with our Bell of Courage and our Book of Truth. The only way to get into the Abyss is to ring the bell, read from the book, and then light the candle. So here we go, beh, beh, beh. And C1, G2. So just like there's there's a command, or there's a spell for every letter of the alphabet, there's a command for every letter of the alphabet as well. So C is cast. A is attack, B is board for like mount a horse or get on a ship. C is cast, D is descend, E is enter. That's how you get into towns and such. F is fire a ship's cannons. G is get gold, treasure chest specifically. Go over east, blink over east, and once more, blink over east. This is the Shrine of Compassion. So all the way up through X for exit and Z for status, if you want to see how your characters are doing. If there is anything you'd like to tell the fine people there, by all means, this is a great opportunity. Anytime I'm meditating.
Sure. Let's talk about some of the awesome rewards that you can get.
Please.
With your generous donations. We got a few of them. We got our cool breaking the habit, wristbands and pins. Those enamel pins are new. They're very cool. There is the Sonic Adventure statue from First Four Figures. We have a copy of Silent Hill 2 Remake, which is coming up in the event tomorrow. So you can check that out. You get that on Steam or PS5. And then there is the giant Legend of Zelda Switch OLED bundle, featuring Echoes of Wisdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and some extra goodies in there. So get those donations in, and you can potentially win those sweet prizes. Speaking of donations, just one more thing, we've got from Mike's Twitch name. Oh, hi, Mike. A donation for $25.25. Everyone's getting the cents in. That's really weird.
Yeah, so we had a 25.23 and then a 25.24, now 25.25.
Oh,
they're outdoing each other.
Oh, there seems to be a little battle going on. Let's see if we can do a little bit more. They said it's going up on a Tuesday, but also today. Keep being awesome. Thank you, Mike. Back to Mike.
I was starting just how tired I was if it was thinking it was Tuesday today.
I know, right?
I just spent all day at a children's theater school. No, I do that on Saturdays. It's a Saturday. Okay, we're meditating now on honor. It will fill out the last spot of our 8 parts avatar hood there, which then gives us access to 2 more things we need to pick up. The mystic weapons and the mystic armor. You can only retrieve those if you are an 8 parts avatar. We picked them up because they'll give us the last 800 experience we need to cross that 6,400 point threshold and get to level 8. At least I hope they will. Let me check real quick. Yeah. I'm 15 points short. Okay, we'll deal. Nope. You guys, will you give me 15 points? I mean, you will. It's going to be a bit slow, but it's okay. We'll get it. And they're also going to steal my money, but it's all right. I don't really care if they beat up my other dudes. It's fine. They're stealing my money, though. I don't need any money anymore, so it's fine if they do. There, I've got my 15. Blink over here, and I parked a boat down here. So rather than blinking across the islands, we're going to take this boat. Because I don't need it, because I have a boat at Magincia. Which is where we will need that boat later. Because I have been blessed with an overabundance of seafaring vessels. We're going to land right here. We're going to blink south. And this is Serpent's Hold. We're going to go here. And in the castle of Serpent's Hold, we will find the mystic weapons. Right there. You can only find those if you're an 8 parts avatar. And we are going to gate travel to 4 and blink over here. Check my points. Ooh, I don't have any magic points. I'm used to having more magic points when I do no major glitches. There's a different route we use to get our intelligence up. But I don't need all that much intelligence since I'm just going to walk through the walls of the Great Stygian Abyss where the Codex is hidden. That's the goal of the game, to find the Codex, Codex of Ultimate Wisdom, which is hidden in the bottom of the Great Stygian Abyss, which is a lovely name for a dungeon. Here we do not attack Chuckles, because if we attack Chuckles, we will lose our 8th in Compassion, Justice, and Honor, and I don't want to have to go and get 3 more 8ths. I've already done that bit. Instead, we're going to come talk to Lord British. He'll give us level 8. I have 34 intelligence. As a mage, my magic point maximum is twice my intelligence score. I've got 34 intelligence, which means my maximum magic points is in fact 68. I'm much more used to that being 99, but here we go. Gate travel to phase 7. This is Skara Bray. We've never been here before. That's Shamino the Ranger. He's going to join me. We're also going to come over here and buy food. Just so that I don't have to worry about food. If I start starving, it's slower. Believe it or not. Gate traveled 8. There's my boat. My spare boat. This is Katrina the Shepherd. She's largely useless, but she's going to join me anyway. And we're going to head south over here. And there's a specific spot I'm looking for, which starts and cast North Wind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. And we're going to go south. And that's a Nixie following me that I do not want to fight. Please don't live. Oh, for Pete's sake. Into range. There we go. It was just one. Okay, this is the Isle of the Abyss. We've sailed over it on a balloon. In this cove, when I go one step east of here, 8 ghost pirates are going to show up, just normal pirate boats. All credit to my friend Phoenix, who found this out. If you make the wind go north and you just sail through really quickly, they don't catch you. They shoot you a couple times, they don't catch you. I'm going to wait for my companions to get poisoned here. Thank you. I don't need to be poisoned. And actually, it really doesn't matter. I'm doing any percent. I shouldn't, hopefully, be getting any fights. Fingers crossed. I don't want any fights and random encounters in the Abyss. So we're going to walk through the walls again. Do I have any torches? So I can show you what that looks like. No, I don't have any torches. We're going to mix a couple light spells just for fun. I've got some tremors I can mix. How's my heal? Oh, I'm running out of heals. That's not unusual to run out of heal spells. Okay, we're going to walk through the fire. We're going to use the bell, which rings on and on. We're going to use the book. The words resonate with the ringing. We're going to use the candle. The earth trembles when you light it. Shamino, please stop living. Thank you. We're going to enter the Great Stygian Mists. I'm going to cast a light spell just so you all can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to walk through the wall. That's a fountain. We don't want to drink from the fountain. That is an altar from where we're finding the stones. We have to answer some quiz questions. We're just going to go through the wall up here. Yellow. And yeah, this is why any percent is fun. We need to go north from here. East and north. That's a ghost. We'll cast the undead spell. Thank you. That undead might as well be replaced with the word turn undead. It makes the undead run away sometimes. Interesting, the game doesn't actually have an afraid state. So the way it makes things run away is by reducing their hit points to the point where they would run away normally. This way. There's slime in the way. Tremor. Okay. And at floor 6, I always mess this up. I need to go north. No, I need to go east, the way I'm facing. And then north. There it is. And this is east 2, 3. Turn south. 1, 2, 3. And there it is. And then we just go north. Oops, I'm out of magic points. Wait a bunch of turns, hope I don't get attacked. And my last 2 energy spells get me to the final altar. And this is where sometimes you find out you forgot to pick up the black stone. But I didn't. I need a word. That's the word Veramocore. I can preload all my entries into here. The game can buffer up to 16 key presses. So all of these answers are popping up at the first possible frame. It's the fastest way to do it, so long as I don't typo. Like that. Yeah, see, I typoed and I didn't have enough space after I deleted them, deleted the missed letters. Yeah, so this is almost time. When I finish this quiz, this is question 6 of 15. What comes after sacrifice? It's honor. That's right. Spirituality. It's nice to be able to take my time on this. This is the last question about the virtues. Then we got the principles. The 3 principles are truth, love, and courage. Truth and love are both short enough I can buffer them both. And then after courage, there's one more quiz question. And when the word infinity pops up, it is time. So we're almost there. Truth, love, courage. And I have to buffer 1 extra key press because it's waiting for an input. And I have to look because I think I might have hit two letters at the same time. So it is, yeah, I did hit 2 letters at the same time. Here it is, time. We nearly got Oinfinity.
That would have been good.
You can make up to 3 mistakes. Your 3rd mistake, it kicks you out. You have to go through the whole abyss again. And that's it. And usually we go from here. You find the thing, you get sent back home. You're told that the quest of the Avatar is forever. You know a way back in, and you get told how many steps it took. 6,613 turns, which is a little bit better than average because I got an early ship. I didn't have to grind for a ship. Usually about 7,000 steps. No Major Glitches runs closer to 75 to 800. Or 8,000. So that's Ultima 4 any percent, with me walking through the walls.
That was awesome.
Yeah. What was my time, by the way?
57:27.
Fantastic. I think I gave an hour estimate.
Yes.
So, fantastic. Great. If I hadn't been goofing around and got that, if I'd got that early ship and I wasn't stopping to explain everything, might have been somewhere in the low 50s. But also, if I hadn't been stopping to explain anything, a roll might have been different and that ship might not have shown up. So
it all worked out.
Yeah. RNG is, the RNG giveth and the RNG taketh away. Well, thank you again for having me. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Maybe next year I can do one of the weirder runs I do. If you're interested in this game, I think I already said it. The game is free on GOG. I am the only active runner currently. I keep bugging my friend Phoenix to come back to the game. We have had some fantastic races, and he helped me out with a task randomizer run that we did recently. Like, he commentated and called the tasks. The task randomizer just takes those 45 things you saw me do, mixes them up in a random order, and it will tell me, okay, go find this stone now, go get this rune, become partial avatar in this, recruit this character, just in completely random order. I have lots of fun with those. I also run, this is any percent, I run no major glitches, I run low percent, which I'm doing for questing for glory in a couple weeks. I'm working on no magic runs, and a couple other fun ones, like running it with a shepherd, which is a useless character largely. So it's a good time. And if this game appeals to you in any way, please come join us. I would love to have other runners, people to bounce ideas off of. If I got a couple seconds, Phoenix and I have a personal best within 15 seconds of one another, running completely different routes. So if you have an idea of how to play this game, like if you take a look at this and say, hey, would this work? Would this plan work? Would this efficiency work? The odds are yes. So you can really, so long as you have some sort of sensible routing in this, you can really route this however you like, and which is one of the things I really like about it. You know, finding completely different things, or something weird happens, like to me, where all of a sudden ships are just coming out of the woodwork, just appearing in the middle of the ocean. Say, okay, how can I make this work for me? So that sort of thing is what makes this game, why I keep coming back to it, why I've been running it for 4 years, and why I keep running it.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, organMike. It's always a pleasure having you on. I love these Ultima runs.
Yeah, and I love doing them. So
yeah, and we love seeing them. So we're gonna take a short break, and then right after that, we're gonna have Desert Eagle doing some Final Fantasy VII.
Awesome.
I know, it's great. Very exciting. Desert Eagle closes out another night with Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. That is the DLC for the first part of the remake. But everyone sit tight, get up, get some stretches, maybe grab a snack, grab a drink. We're at the tail end of night one. So thank you to everyone who's ran so far. Thank you to organMike for showing another Ultima run. Everyone's been amazing so far. So sit tight, and we'll be back in just a little bit. See you soon.
See you.